What's going on, guys? Ironcane here, back with Roller Breaker Season 5 video, and in today's video, we finally have battle statistics for both Raiders and Survivors, but more so we have a lot of information regarding Raiders specifically, hence the thumbnail of this video. And what's interesting, if you guys do not know, is that we actually have not gotten battle statistics for Roller Breakers since Season 2. Since Season 2, they have not given us any information regarding battle history or anything. Oh, is this like the collection of all the trailers? Oh, this is kind of cool. I didn't know this was a thing. Oh, this might be the first anniversary trailer. Sorry, I'm getting distracted. They did an update. They added more trailers. Oh yeah, this is pretty sick. Okay, anyways, let's get to the actual information. Sorry. Oh, sorry. All right, so before we actually do a deep dive into the Season 4 battle data, we're actually going to look at Season 2 just so we can kind of see how far the game has kind of come along. So let's look at Season 2. Mind you, this is with no crossplay. Vegeta has been out for a little bit. This is March 28th. So actually, it's pretty much been a year for the most part. So it has been 1 month since the start of Season 2, so we'd like to share information about the current state, match results, will be a current result report of Season 2. Overall match results, rate at which all survivors were defeated. Survivor victory was 42%, so even back then, the survivor victory was actually pretty high, I would say. It's near 50, I mean, maybe not high, but it was near 50%. That's actually pretty solid. Raider total victory was 22%, meaning this is like killing all survivors. And Raider victory with survivors escaping was 34%. So survivor victory was the highest, even back then. But Raider's OP, by the way, and people were arguing that even more then. But this was barrier bike meta and stuff like that, and probably barrier bike, and then IT also was in the mix as well. So to be fair, I think Raiders were probably in their weakest because volley was a thing. There was so much going on where like survivors just had a lot. They really did have a lot. So let's take a look at this the survivor survival rates. Survivor total victory, Raider defeated, remaining survivors only, was 24%. Survivor victory via Super Time Machine was 12.5%. And then escaping the Raider was 11.3%. So killing the Raider was actually the most popular here. Interesting. Very interesting indeed. So I'm curious actually like what this means on the left as opposed to, like, I don't know if I'm stupid with this graph, but it's interesting. Win rate of each Raider. So this is going to be very interesting. So the worst Raider at this time was Cell, 100%, because this was before his evolution buffs. So, oh yeah, here they had a Raider victory rate was 57 overall, and Survivor's rate was 48. And I feel like that was pretty healthy, despite everything. So, even everything I said about the Survivors, Raiders were still winning, you know, a little bit more. So yeah, Frieza total victory was actually a little bit low. I was shocked that total victory with Boo was higher. Maybe that's just because of Super Boo with the stomach mechanic. And then Vegeta was very high. And then just Raider victory overall was Frieza and Vegeta. So I thought this was very interesting. We're going to look at Season 4 now. But I thought it was kind of cool just to kind of go back and see what was going on way back when in Season 2. Pretty much a year ago at this point. So this is now Season 4. This is rank stuff, so we're going to be skipping this. These are the results. So let's take a look at this. Overall match results, Raider total victory was 20%. So keep in mind we're splitting this up between just in general and then Z rank. So in general, Raider total victory was 20%, and then 37.3 won but didn't like get a total victory by killing all survivors, and then 42.3 were Raider losses. So outside of Z rank and just everything outside of Z, Raiders were actually losing more than they were completely winning or just winning in general, which is interesting to say the least. And then in Z rank, Raiders were mainly winning by, I imagine, destroying the STM with some survivors escaping, or the second closest or the second highest was just a total victory with Raider loss being 26.7 for Z rank. So very interesting. This is the survival rate. So actually, let's see if we can compare this a little bit to season 2 and 4. So this is each Raider. This is so keep in mind we can really it's gonna be a little tough because there's no Z rank at this time. So we kind of just compare Z rank and the total. So the total was 20% of Raider total victory. Total victory at this time, actually, it was a little bit more. Oh, wait. This was survivors. Wait. Oh, no. I'm sorry. I was confusing myself. Yeah, so it's actually a little bit more back in Season 2. And then Raider victory in general is actually higher now by a couple percentage points there. And then Survivor victory or Raider losing is about the same, 42%, which is interesting. So the only thing that really changed by some margin was just Raider victory by destroying the STM. But everything else has kind of remained the same, which is pretty interesting. And this is the survival rate, so let's take a look at that. So the Survivor total victory where the Raider was defeated in total was 20%. And I think this is what surprised me because we didn't look at this that much during the ranked kind of overview or at all. Actually, I think I might have just saved it for this video. I think it's very interesting that killing the Raider is actually the highest percent out of everything here, where I would consider winning by Super Time Machine being the actual intended way that the devs, I guess, expect survivors to be typically winning. At least to my knowledge, is what I would expect. So the fact that the STM is like a good almost 5% lower for total is very interesting to me. And then survivors escaping is fairly low on both Z and total, which is great. Less ETM gamers, which is awesome. I'm gonna see if that was a thing. It's actually a little bit more now, but only by 1%. So apparently there's less ETM gamers than I thought there were. But it's according to these statistics. So full survivor victory in Z rank is almost 30%. What was it? Okay, so it was actually more back in season 2 in terms of the total. And then starting the Super Time Machine was less then, but it's more now, which is interesting. So that is kind of interesting. So it just seems like obviously these statistics are going to be higher just because Z rank players are going to have typically a better outcome than just normal, I guess, players like S and under. But very interesting. So now this is the one that I did not look at. So I'm really curious to see this because we have Raider usage rate and then we have win per percentage per Raider. This is actually really juicy. Okay. So so we have Raider total victory and survivors escaping. So total victory in Z rank was 30% for Cell. Which actually is not that bad. I'm curious who has the lowest for total victory. Frieza does. Really? You know what? I guess maybe that's why. Wow. Is Frieza the lowest out of everybody here? Yeah. I mean, he's tied with, yeah, he's tied. He's tied with Cell, more or less, in terms of, like, in terms of both ranks, in terms of Raider total victory. Like, it's a little bit less or about the same. That is actually very interesting. So, so this is... Sorry, I was kind of confusing myself. This is total, and this is Z rank. But I'm kind of looking at the big picture here. Seems like total, Frieza was a little bit higher than Cell. But in Z rank, Frieza was definitely higher. But I just find it interesting that total victory was lower. Interesting. So, who has the highest total victory here? Vegeta. Wow. Vegeta actually looks like he has the highest for just regular wins in both Z. Yeah, I think Vegeta has the highest. All right, let's do this in order. So Cell has 35.3 for just everything. This is Z. Oh, okay. So I think I was misinterpreting this. Total encompasses everything, I imagine. Z, rank, and just like the rest of the game. So for this, we have 35 and 15. So the red is going to be survivors escaping, and the yellow is going to be, the yellow is going to be like killing all survivors, and the red is going to be some survivors escaping. Sorry, I'm recording this at like 3 a.m., so I'm a little tired. But yeah, so Cell, honestly, not that bad. I'm curious to see what he looked like in Season 2. Yeah, Cell, yeah, a lot of people were escaping on Cell. A lot of people were escaping on Cell, but I guess people were escaping on all the Raiders here. It's just that he had the lowest total victory out of all of them, which was pretty interesting. Now the person that has the lowest numbers here, looks like it's Boo. It's Boo, which makes sense. I think that makes sense. Yeah, Boo. Yeah, Boo is. I mean, Cell has pretty low numbers in terms of like total victory, but Boo is right there as well. But Frieza's also low for total victory too. So the ones that have the highest total victory is Vegeta, Ginyu Force, and Broly. Broly has the highest. Interesting. So with survivors escaping, let's look, because we looked at Cell and Frieza enough. Let's look at Boo. So Boo, for total, has 22.9% for total victory. Higher than Cell and Frieza, but let's see how that compares to previous. So for Frieza, he had, actually, I guess we'll look at total instead of Z rank when we're comparing, just because that encompasses everything. Total victory was a lot higher. Wow, Frieza, I always kind of consider Frieza to be one of the best aging Raiders, but unfortunately these numbers don't really kind of communicate that here, sadly. And then for survivors escaping, oh, I'm sorry, I just confused the bars. Survivors escaping is 36 here, and then 15 here, and then, hold on. Yeah, sorry guys, I like really confused myself. I don't know what it is, bro. I don't know why I'm finding this so confusing. But it's basically just the yellow is total victory and orange is survivors escaping. But it keeps tripping me up because we have 2 bars here. Honestly, I feel like they don't really need to split it up into Z in total, but I guess they feel the need to like kind of say like, oh, this is like the competitive side and this is just like the game in general. So Frieza seems like he yeah, I'm not really, I feel like I'm not understanding this right. So this means, is that like better that this is lower? Because this number is higher. I'm so stupid. I confused myself again. So this is total victory. Oh yeah, okay. So the total victory went down by a lot for Frieza. Now a lot of people are escaping on Frieza, which is kind of crazy considering the fact that he has like the highest like camping potential with Zarbon and Dodoria, which is very interesting. But it seems like, yeah, for both ends, even for Z rank, it's actually more with survivors escaping on Frieza than having a total victory. Where like back then, total victory, he had about the highest with Vegeta, which is very interesting. All right, so let's look at Boo. So in terms of total victory, it's 22.9% for the total, or killing everybody. And then it was 31% for survivors escaping. And then let's look at Boo back then. It's actually, things have been improved for Boo a little bit. I think the buffs have helped Boo. I think the buffs have helped Boo a little bit. Actually, oh, that's why I'm being confused, dude. Because they changed the colors. That's why I was getting confused. Because now yellow is total victory, where back then, okay. So I'm not. Oh, okay. I thought I was tired. I thought I was stupid. They changed the colors. Why did they change the colors, bro? Breakers, what are you doing to me, man? You're making me feel stupid. So for some reason in season 2, the yellow is survivors escaping. And then for season 4, yellow is killing everybody. Okay, I'm not crazy. I'm like, am I like mixing this up? Okay. Interesting. So then we have 35.8% for survivors escaping for Z, and then 37.4% for total victory. That's actually very high. Is that the highest? Wow. That is actually the highest. Is it what was it on Boo back then? It was pretty low, 24.8. Okay, wow. Boo stonks have apparently gone. I'm very surprised by that. I mean, I guess that just has to do with people getting like Super Boo and I guess getting the stomach mechanic. I'm very surprised by the high total victory, and it's a significant increase from total to Z rank, which is very interesting. All right, so let's move on to Vegeta, who's the last one we can look at Season 2. So total victory is 24.9% back then. Now, it actually went down a little bit. So now it is 20%. And then survivors escaping, which is 37.3. And then here, it's a little bit higher, which, you know, interesting. And so total victory is higher in Z. And then for Z rank, survivors escaping, but also winning, you have 44. Now let's move over to the Ginyu Force. This is unknown territory. Ginyu and Broly, we have never seen battle statistics for, so this is pretty interesting. So for killing all survivors, I'm actually very surprised that Ginyu is not higher on this. I'm actually very surprised. Like, the fact that Boo is the highest, keep in mind this is Z, so let's look at, let's look at total. Who's the highest in the entire game? It's Broly. It's Broly. Interesting. Okay. I guess that makes sense just because you being able to rush survivors at the start of the match, but I was just very curious about that. So, 38.6 was survivors escaping, but the Raider got the W. And then 40.9 in Z, and then 31.9 in Z as well for total victory. So, a little bump there. So, who is the noobiest friendly Raider here? According to the game, it is Broly, and then Boo apparently is second. I don't believe that, bro. How the hell is the total victory for Boo higher than Frieza or Cell? I just like, I mean, I guess the buffs help people like get to like Super Boo. I am just really shocked by that. I am really shocked by that. So in terms of like, all right, so who has the highest win rate overall, regardless of total victory? Is it Frieza? No, it's Vegeta. It's Vegeta, 4.18. Does anybody beat that? No. Yeah, Vegeta, yeah, wow. So in terms of killing everybody, Broly is the most reliable with a whopping 23.9%. And in terms of just winning the game, Vegeta is the winner with 44.7% for Z and 41.8 in total, whereas Frieza is 43 in total, and then 43.7 in Z, and then 37.6 in total. Very interesting. Very interesting. I mean, it seems like Vegeta was very high back then, and not much has really changed. I'm telling you, people sleep on Vegeta, bro. He is quite good. All right, now let's look at the usage rate. Sorry, I spent so much time on this. I was kind of psyching myself out. Because, dude, bro, they changed the colors, man. Like, why'd they change the colors? Like, come on, man. Making me look stupid in the video, man. Tell me I'm smart in the comments, guys. Please don't call me stupid, dude. You wouldn't do that to me, right? Right, guys? All right. So, this is the entire game. Why'd they choose gray? Oh, I guess for the colors of the Raiders. Okay. So the highest playtime was Broly. I mean, that's very obvious. That's very obvious. That whatever season comes out, the Raider that came out in that season is gonna have the most playtime. So I think the more interesting metrics to look at is not Broly, just because it's obviously gonna be Broly. So let's see who came in second. The Ginyu Force came in second, which is actually pretty surprising, or maybe, you know, just because they're still new-ish. And then third was, in total, Frieza. Oh, no, I'm stupid. Oh, it wasn't the Ginyu Force. It was Cell. Oh, I'm stupid. I for some reason just completely glanced over Cell. So Cell is second most popular. And then third is Ginyu Force, which is actually kind of crazy. And then fourth, we have Frieza here. And then fifth, we have Vegeta. And then way in last place, we have Buu. And then for Z rank, which is like, I guess people grinding the game. Number one, we had Broly. Again, newest character, so kind of makes sense. And then the reason why Ginyu was higher here, especially, was just because of his meta competitiveness. That's why he's second here. That's why Cell is probably here, because he's like, you know, the beginner raider that, you know, everybody starts off with. That makes sense to me. And Vegeta is 3. Frieza's actually a little bit lower. And then Cell is 4. And then Buu is dead last again. Damn. So Buu is actually the least popular or least played raider in the game. So maybe that actually has something to do with his battle results being pretty decent. Just because I guess maybe the people that actually are playing and picking Buu are playing and picking Buu because they're confident in their ability. They're used to Buu. They know how he works. Where, you know, Cell, that's probably why his Raider total victory is probably on the lower side. But then Frieza is also pretty low. Maybe Frieza is not as good as we think he is, man. I don't know. I mean, 26.3 is still, like, respectable, but it is not. It is the lowest total victory out of everybody else. Is Frieza a fraud, bro? That's actually kind of crazy. I consider Frieza one of the better Raiders, but maybe he's not as good as we thought he was, man. Because the fact that Cell is higher and is the same in total is a little insane. I think most people would consider Cell a mid level 4. So that is very interesting. Now, of course, this isn't just considering level 4. This is everything. But this is very interesting, guys. Very interesting. So again, Vegeta is the winner in terms of win rate, just kind of overall. And then who is next? Oh wait, no, wasn't it Broly? No, it was Vegeta. Wait. No, it was Broly. I'm stupid. No, it was Broly. In terms of total victory, yeah, it was Broly. Yeah, so Broly is like the highest win rate raider overall in the game, and I think Vegeta was like a close second. Actually, I think it's the Ginyu Force. Yeah, for total victory, then it's the Ginyu Force, kind of. But yeah. Anyways, I'm psyching myself out again. I'm tired, dude. I'm recording at like 3 a.m. But this is very interesting information. Let me know what you guys think of this data. Were you surprised? Were you shocked by any of this? Did I convey the information well and in a non-confusing way, with me getting confused like 7 times in this video? I like this. I really hope they continue to do this. I hope they don't do this once a year. I really do hope they do this like every season, or at least by season would be nice. But yeah, this is cool. It's cool. Most popular, you know, raiders being the ones that are currently like released makes sense. Broly having the highest win rate overall kind of makes sense. I am shocked by Frieza being low, and Cell being a little bit higher, and Buu being pretty high. The highest total victory is insane to me. It's actually insane to me. Very surprised by that. So yeah, I think that's the biggest takeaway, is Frieza being low, Buu being high. Broly's not really a surprise, but Vegeta being close to the Ginyu Force is kind of interesting to me. But yeah, guys, that's gonna be the video. Leave a like if you enjoyed. Comment down below your thoughts on these battle results, and I will catch y'all in the flippy flip. Make sure to sub for more content like this, and take care, safe, have fun. Peace out, dude. Peace out.